Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the garden. Welcome to the Bloom English podcast. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Oliver. We are so happy you are here. Listen to that rain outside. It's the perfect weather to stay inside, make a warm drink, and work on ourselves.
It really is. Oliver, I have to ask, how are you feeling today? You walked in looking a little bit shaken. Is everything okay?
You noticed? Yes, I am a little shaken. Honestly, Sophia, I had a very unpleasant morning.
Oh no, what happened?
It was a small thing, really. I was at the coffee shop. I was waiting in line, and the man behind me was in a huge rush. He kept sighing and tapping his foot. And when I took a few seconds to find my wallet, he said something very rude.
What did he say?
He said, "Come on, wake up. Some of us have jobs to do." And he rolled his eyes at me.
Ouch, that is sharp. And it feels like a little slap in the face, doesn't it?
It does. And the worst part is I didn't say anything. I just bought my coffee and left. But for the last hour, I have been replaying the moment in my head. I am angry at him. And I am angry at myself. My heart is still beating fast. I let one stranger ruin my whole morning.
Oliver, thank you for being honest. That is such a human experience. We call that giving away the remote control.
The remote control? What do you mean?
Imagine your emotions are a television. You have channels for happy, calm, focus, and angry. You should be the only person holding the remote control for that TV.
Right. I want to watch the calm channel.
Exactly. But this morning, you took your remote control and you handed it to that angry stranger in the coffee shop. You let him press the angry button.
Wow, when you say it like that, it sounds crazy. Why would I give a stranger power over my feelings?
We all do it. We let a rude comment, a bad email, or a honking car change our internal weather. We let the storm outside create a storm inside.
So today, we are going to talk about how to take the remote control back. We are going to talk about dealing with difficult people without losing your dignity.
We want to help you build an emotional shield so that when people throw arrows at you, they just bounce off.
Just a reminder, this is a B1 level episode. We are speaking slowly. If you hear a word you don't know, don't worry. Just focus on the feeling of the conversation.
And if you are ready to find some inner peace, please click the like button. It helps our garden grow.
Okay, Sophia, let's talk about that moment. The moment someone is rude. What is happening in our brains?
Well, our brain has an ancient part called the amygdala. It is like a security guard. When that man yelled at you, your amygdala shouted, "Attack! Danger!"
That explains why my heart started racing. My body wanted to fight him.
Exactly. That is called reacting. A reaction is automatic. It is fast. It is emotional. It is what an animal does when it is scared.
But we are not animals. We are humans. We have choices.
Yes, and the opposite of reacting is responding.
React versus respond. What is the difference?
A reaction happens in 0.1 seconds. A response takes maybe 2 seconds. It creates a tiny gap. In that gap, you decide, do I want to join this person in their anger? Or do I want to stay in my peace?
I love that. Do I want to join them in their anger? Because anger is like an invitation, isn't it?
It is. That man was inviting you to an anger party. He sent you an invitation. And by getting angry, you accepted the invitation. URSVPD, yes.
I don't want to go to that party. The music is terrible and the food is bad.
Exactly. So the first step to calm communication is decline the invitation.
How do we do that?
We use a tool called the gray rock.
The gray rock.
Yes. Imagine a gray rock on the ground. It is boring. It is hard. It doesn't move. If you yell at a rock, does it yell back?
No, it just sits there.
If you kick a rock, does it cry?
No, it is solid.
To be a gray rock means you become uninteresting to the rude person. You don't argue. You don't defend yourself. You don't get dramatic. You just give a short, dull answer.
So, in the coffee shop, if I was a gray rock, what could I have said?
You could have looked at him calmly and just said, "I'm almost done."
I'm almost done. No anger.
No anger, no apology, just a fact, spoken calmly.
That is powerful. It stops the drama. It gives the rude person nothing to hold on to.
Exactly, it protects your energy. Because remember, Oliver, you only have so much battery life in a day. Do you want to spend 10% of your battery on a stranger in a coffee shop?
No, I want to save that energy for my work, for this podcast, for my friends.
Then you must keep the remote control.
That sounds great in theory, but in practice, it is hard, especially if the difficult person is someone you know like a boss or a family member.
That is true. That is the advanced level.
In the next part, we are going to look at specific phrases you can use to protect yourself when the situation gets hot. We will talk about the dignity pause.
Let's take a deep breath here. Let the rain wash away the stress of the morning.
So, Sophia, we are holding our own remote control. We are being gray rocks. But sometimes, we have to speak. We can't just be silent forever, especially at work or at home.
That is true. Silence is powerful, but sometimes you need words. You need a shield made of language.
Earlier you mentioned the dignity pause. What is that?
The dignity pause is a small trick. When someone says something rude to you, or they attack you with their words, you do nothing for 3 full seconds. 3 seconds? That feels like a long time in a fight. Is an eternity. But in those 3 seconds, you are doing 2 things. First, you are calming your own amygdala, that angry animal inside. Second, you are showing the other person that you are not afraid.
Silence is very loud. If I scream back immediately, I look out of control. If I wait, I look confident.
Exactly. You are keeping your dignity. Dignity means knowing your own value. It means you don't have to shout to prove you are right.
So, after the pause, what do we say? Do you have any magic sentences for us?
I have 3 gold standard sentences. These are sentences that protect you without being mean.
I'm ready. What is number 1?
Number 1 is for when someone is frustrated but not abusive. Maybe a coworker is stressing out. You say, I can see you're upset, but I can't help you when you speak to me like this.
I can see you are upset. That is validation.
Yes, you're not ignoring them. You are saying, I see your feelings. But then you set the boundary, but I can't help you when you speak like this. You are offering a deal. Change your tone, and I will help you. Exactly, it puts the responsibility back on them.
I like that. What is sentence number 2? Maybe for when the conversation is going in circles and getting hotter.
Sentence number 2 is, let's pause this conversation and come back to it when we are both calmer.
Let's pause. It's like hitting the stop button on a movie.
Yes, sometimes a conversation becomes a fire. If you keep talking, you are adding wood to the fire. The best thing to do is walk away and let the fire burn out.
That takes courage, though, to walk away.
It does, but walking away is better than saying something you will regret later.
True. And what is number 3? The emergency brake sentence.
Number 3 is for when someone is truly rude or insulting. You simply look at them, keep your face very calm, and say, I am not available for this kind of conversation.
I am not available. Wow, that is final.
It is. You are not asking for permission. You are stating a fact. I am not available to be shouted at. It is a closed door.
And then?
And then you physically leave. You hang up the phone. You walk out in the room. A boundary without action is just a suggestion. You have to move.
That is the hard part, but I can see how it saves your energy. You are protecting your garden from the storm.
Precisely. Oliver, think about that man in the coffee shop. If you had just paused, taken a breath, and thought, I am not available for his anger, you might have enjoyed your coffee more.
I think you're right. I would have felt proud of myself instead of angry.
And that is the goal. Not to win the fight, but to be proud of how you handled it.
That is a beautiful lesson. Okay, Sophia, I feel calmer already. I think it is time to slow down our pace.
It is time for our calm word tour.
Let's pick just 5 words from today's storm to plant in our garden.
I'm ready.
The first word is trigger. Trigger. A trigger is something, a word, a sound, or a situation that causes a sudden, strong emotional reaction. It is the button that starts the explosion. Example, his rude tone was a trigger for her anger. Example, I am learning to recognize my triggers. So, I don't get upset easily.
The second word is dignity. Dignity. Dignity is the state of being worthy of respect. It is an internal feeling of calm self-respect. Example, even though they shouted at him, he walked away with dignity. Example, you should treat every person with dignity, no matter their job.
The third word is escalate. E-s-c-a-l-t-e. To escalate means to make a situation more intense or serious. Like an escalator going up. Example, don't raise your voice. It will only escalate the argument. Example, we need to solve this problem before it escalates into a crisis.
The fourth word is defensive. Defeefeeae. You are defensive. You are trying too hard to protect yourself from criticism. You stop listening and start fighting back. Example, when I asked about the mistake, he got very defensive. Example, try not to be defensive. I'm just trying to help you improve.
And our final phrase is remote control. We use this as a metaphor. If you give someone the remote control, you give them the power to change your mood. Example, don't give the remote control of your happiness to a stranger. Example, keep the remote control in your own pocket.
Keep the remote control in your pocket. That is your homework for this week.
Yes, the next time someone is rude to you in traffic, at work, or online, try to be the gray rock. Do not accept the invitation to the anger party.
Just pause, breathe, and whisper to yourself, I am not available for this.
We hope this episode helps you protect your peace this week. Your energy is precious. Don't waste it.
If you enjoyed this time in our garden, please like this video and subscribe. It really helps us grow.
And leave us a comment below. Tell us, what is one thing that helps you stay calm? Do you drink tea? Do you walk? Do you listen to music?
We read every single comment. We love hearing from you.
I'm Oliver.
And I'm Sophia.
Thank you for listening to the Bloom English Podcasts. Stay calm and keep blooming.
See you next time. Bye-bye.